Let's start this recording.
We fixed it.
Okay, so again, welcome to Queer Talk. You've got me. We have Luna.
You really should send. Then we could spam Luna Trash, because if you notice, I changed my name on my Discord, which, if any of you guys aren't in my Discord,
Do the
thank
command.
you for following.
Maggie's just giving everything to you right now.
This is my Discord if you want to join it. I have changed my name on my Discord server to Luna, the Queen of Trash.
Can I link the No E server for anyone who's not a part of it?
Yeah, because you're a mod now, you can.
Yeah. Hit and use copy button. Oh yeah, because I'm streaming. Just give me that. That should be a thing. Anyone join this?
Eating Panera.
Okay, yeah, we got it.
Now.
And then there's the No E Discord server for where you guys can start becoming special guests on here after this episode. We are missing somebody who's supposed to be doing this currently. We're missing Rosie. We can't get a hold of her, so I think it may just be me and Luna.
Probably family, which family is more important than our garbage asses.
Yeah, so that's fine. But
I need to go change it to mature.
Yeah, hurry before I say what I need to say, because I got something to say. You already know I do.
Yeah, that is a hiccup you hear, Tat. You might want to start the hiccup counter again.
Oh, no, I have something to say, Kai. You'll see in a minute. You'll hear in a minute once she changes to PG.
Mature, you mean?
Yeah. I can't speak. But this, if anyone's not here, you guys can share this off of my YouTube channel, which I'll have in my Discord, to anybody who wants to watch. So, like, we'll be talking, what this podcast is we'll be talking sexuality. We'll be pretty much talking any topic you guys can give us. And we're just going to put our own opinions on it, whether we're dragging people or not. Speaking of dragging, Tess.
Wait, not yet.
Oh, crap.
Let's just say, because we're talking about sexuality, I think it's right that we say our own if we're comfortable, the two of us. Everyone knows that I am bisexual. I'm a bi queen.
But she added a new one.
I'm also a demisexual. And if you don't know what that is, go look at my Twitter.
I'm gay Demi. I would say I like gay Demi to that gray asexual area. I would say is me. I'm like in that section. Please tell me you're immature now.
Yeah, I am.
Thank you. Okay, we were supposed to have four members of this. It was supposed to be me, Luna, and Rosie, and we were supposed to have a four, but she decided to be a bitch, so we kicked her. Or excuse me, I did.
Kicked her. Yeah.
So there's that. I got that off my chest. I said what I needed to say. I had to real fucking quick. It's not like she gonna see this anyway because I'm in it.
She's not following me on. Wait, she is.
I'm a lash. She come in here and like your stream's behind, and that's the first thing she hear.
I'm coming out. I want the world to know. I was playing that song earlier, but I'm not sure anyone heard it, so I kind of want to play it again.
No, it didn't play through your stream. I had your stream muted, and it never played through your stream.
Aw, damn. Okay, I'll play it.
Don't give me copyright. Remember, this is also going on YouTube. You have to be careful.
It's fine. It's just in my head.
Yeah. Oh wait, are we supposed to turn on face cam somehow for this? Aren't you just supposed to be looking at the Discord? We're doing this all different.
I mean, I could turn on my own face cam, but then people would watch me eat.
Yeah, let's not do face cam for this episode. Plus, this is also going on my YouTube channel, and it's just not happening. Well, that's nice to Django. You can listen to us talk about sexuality for the first episode.
After we finish this, I'm going to be streaming in Stardew Valley.
Yeah, after this, Luna's going to go live again with Stardew, where I'll be modding the server and paying attention.
Yeah, where the Shuna baby is finally going to happen.
I need to pull up something to send you. Where's that picture? Wait, where's that picture? Did I put it in mod chat? There's a picture we need to go off of, because if we're talking sexuality, I need to pull up a specific picture.
The background for the stream?
No, it's another picture that says LGBT.
Where we don't
include a certain word. Here it is. I found it. We're gonna go over all these. I'm just gonna resend. I'm gonna copy the link and resend in here because it's so far back. Resend. Jump
Oh,
to
I can
present.
totally put it on the screen as well.
I mean, if you want to, take your pick. Take your pick.
I'm coming out. I want the world. I'm gonna sneeze.
Oh god.
Wait, not copy image.
We'll eventually get started talking sexuality as soon as Luna gets her life together.
LGBT.
Wait, you need to go in this. You need to somehow edit out that A, that one A.
Oh my god. How do I? Can I edit photo?
We need to somehow edit that one A out of here. Or we
Go in.
Or we could just look at Discord and talk about it. Technically,
I can draw on it. Oh my god.
draw it and get rid of that A. We're changing the background right now, Edward. But
Color,
Luna
do we
needs.
want it to be black?
Yeah, just black it out. Non-existent.
Oh, it's like very transparent. Like I don't want it transparent.
You want it, God. We're changing the background, but we have to cross something out of it because technically, whoever made this obviously doesn't know the community. Low key. Well, in today's age, my bad. Because the word we're crossing out, I'm going to tell everybody what the word is real quick, but they're just not going to see it. So the word we're crossing out is ally, because the picture we have has ally in it, but a lot of LGBTQ members don't actually consider them a part of the community. Like,
Letting your ink dry.
Like, we accept our allies, but, like, you're not a part of our community. You're straight for a reason. So, we're just crossing that off.
No. Oh, thank you for cheering 10 more bits. Eddie, this is the Queer Talk. This is my podcast. My podcast. My podcast.
Podquest. Our podcast.
Podcast.
Yeah, Podquest, because we can't speak English here. Oh, wait, I didn't turn on desktop audio. They never heard you this whole time. I forgot to turn on my desktop audio. I'm intelligent.
I want the world to know.
I don't know if it'll catch you, but... Is this a no-we podcast? Yes. We all literally came up with this. I mean, you guys can use E in the chat. It's just for us, no. It's just for the title. Oh, then I should go there. Well, no, it's from the server, but, like, you can still sit here and chat. I don't think anyone heard you most of that, Luna. So, for my YouTube channel mainly, and I'm gonna repeat this, Luna is a bi-demisexual. Because I had her muted. So. I'm gonna fight Rosie for this. She made us late, but then again, she would only be able to tape anyway. We've been 8 minutes into this. This is fun. And yes, I'm keeping track. I like rats. Of course you do. Yep, of course Maggie does, especially after the other night, which I won't let happen again.
Okay. Hold on.
Luna's just gotta get her life together real quick in her backpack.
I mean, you can start talking and I'll just...
I mean, I don't know how to discuss it. I mean, I can look at the picture and start going... I can't do the first one. I can't really do the first one on the list, Luna. That's more of your section.
What, females?
Yeah, because I wouldn't know how it feels.
Oh, lesbian. Oh,
exactly.
yeah.
She's like, you can start going down the list, and I'm like, I can't do lesbian.
I'm trying to find the photo, but it's like, no, we don't want you to have it.
Should we just look at the picture and make it easier and just keep it?
I'm trying to put it on the screen.
Welcome to insanity. This is what happens. Also, can someone tell me what's going on in Shovel's Discord server, please? Like, somebody who's in chat that's in that server, please tell me what's going on. I'm confused by the chat. And of course, Maggie doesn't know. We love that. No clue, because I'm not in. That's why I was asking, like, Kai or Maggie. my fan. I need it. It's starting to get hot in my room.
LGBTA.
So discussing movie night and like depression, as usual.
I forgot the Q, but like that's okay, because
You forgot the Q, but it's fine. Even though the whole show is basically centered around the Q.
wait, why didn't it save my photo?
Wait, which Q did you cross out?
Which, what?
If you did the photo, which Q did you take out?
Out a Q.
You said something about a Q. That there was
I just didn't type it in.
Oh.
Hello, why did it disappear?
So I've spoiled the movie by accident. What is the movie? Can someone just tell me? Because I'm not going to make it anyway. I'm going to be sitting here modding Lunar's server. Lunar's Twitch.
Won't let me.
You know what? Let's just start. We'll do this another time.
I'll just have the photo up, but
We're not going to talk so much on Ally. Yeah.
oh, someone said that like a long time ago.
What, that it was
Okay.
Tangled?
Yeah.
We've been meaning to do Tangled for about a week now. Wait, nobody's seen Tangled. This is trying to get this together. We're trying, guys. We're new to this.
Okay. It's up. Ha! Did it! Yeah! I got
I
it!
was about to say, I still see the background. I still see the old background. Okay.
No, it's not. It's just a photo added to the background.
I know.
Oh, wait! I can also add demisexual.
A lot of them are missing, but we'll go over the list. Because technically, when we... No, don't add Demi. That's all under Ace. When we get to Ace, we'll do that.
Oh, no, because the thing is, we both identify as demi, so I think we should add it.
We can do the... Can we have... Where's the thing, name that shall not be named? Or excuse me, I'll say it in a different name. Said bitch. Where's that link she put? Rosie's typing. What is she typing? What am I gonna have to do? Am I gonna have to punch you? Is that a thing we're about to have to do, Rosie?
I don't want to get punched.
I said punch Rosie, not you!
Sexual abuse, not allowed.
I'm trying to find...
Oh, we're in the person twice. Oh no.
Wait, I was at it somewhere. What? Okay, so Rosie is not able to join. She is busy.
Fixed it. Now you don't have an echo. Ha! Yeah, we're in the no E server.
Yeah, that's where we're under right now. I'm not on her Twitch.
I'm coming out.
I forgot my thing is set to
the
this.
world
I need
to
to
know.
keep it, but my thing changes. I forgot. My bad. Okay, so I just still kept on that if I go to Discord. That's great. I'm sorry. I'm like losing my sanity, low-key. I'm trying to find a certain link so that we can actually talk about Asexual, but I don't remember where Tess put the link.
Oh no.
Where's that link that she put about Asexual and all the other aromantic things?
Because
I can't look it up on the internet. If one of our mods for the no E server can real quick look at a certain mod, there's a link that Tess put and it's talking about asexual things. Can you find it for me so when we get there?
seeing if I can find it, because I wonder if she put it in Founders.
Well, I looked through Founders and I didn't see it. It would have been the same night we kind of decided this, but I don't remember. In the no E server, it would either be in general or Founders, but like she put a link that talked about asexual, like
Yeah, so
I was reading the chat, guy. I saw you get into VC. Also, if you guys have any questions when we're done explaining the list, which shouldn't take us long, we'll pull questions in. So how this is going to work, let me explain how this will work. and what I think me and Luna and Rosie have agreed on so far, is we'll go through, sit here and talk about a topic and give out our own opinions on it, said topic, and then, like, I guess if necessary, or depending on how it goes, we take questions from you guys. So if you have, like, a question about coming out, which neither of us have done, so don't ask that today, please.
We've partially come out to, like, friends, but not to our family, because...
I mean, the only one in my family in my house that doesn't know is my dad, to be honest. He thinks I'm bi, so... he knows I'm ace, so he thinks I'm bi. Because of the way I used to describe asexual as, like, kind of being, like... Just, I'm not sexually active. I wouldn't be sexually active, so, like, I'm into both genders.
That's the conversation I had today with my mom.
I'm not sexually active. Definitely not.
And here's the thing. We were talking, because, like, okay, obviously girls know, like, you have to go, like, when you're, like, 21 and have a pap smear. So we're talking about that.
Oh, God. Luna, I don't want to do the mature section, but are we sure we want to go here?
Yeah. And so we were talking about, like, when I'll have to have mine done and everything. I'm like, Mom, it's 21, isn't it? And she's like, yeah. This article said 13 or 15, though. I'm like, no. Because I'm way past that. And then I said they probably want you to do it earlier if you're actually sexually active. And I said, good. Like, and when I was at the doctor on Friday, she asked if I was sexually active, and I said no. And my mom's like, oh, that's good.
Mm-hmm. I don't know how many people see this right now, but I'm going to share on Twitch that we're live. Oh my God, if I could get the picture of the thing. Kai, did you find the link? Yeah, that was a train wreck.
To know. That's stuck in my head. Okay, it's not in general. Where did she put it then?
Okay, I'm sharing this to my Insta and everything. Wait, what was saved? Oh, flashbacks from May 11th. No, thank you. I don't want to see May 11th of a few years ago. On Snapchat, no, thank you. That's not allowed. Those were ugly pictures.
Why?
It's the 1-year anniversary.
Oh, you know, I should probably, you know, promote myself on our Discord server.
Oh, did nobody post the link there? I thought I hit our server. You know what? I got you beat. No, I didn't. No, never mind. It disappeared. You can do it. Okay, so Luna, let you go ahead and start talking about lesbians, so we can actually get through the list. We've just been sitting here for about. You're kind of partially a lesbian, or do I need to pull a lesbian in here? Do I need to pull one in here? She's online. Even though we said no special guest this stream.
I mean, okay.
Yes. Wait, Maggie, are you a part of the server? Oh, you are. You're new level 5. It may have been posted in Founders.
No, I looked.
Hold up. Where's the whole server? Hold the hell up. Hold up. From... I guess it would help if I could fucking spell. I said an R, not a fucking E. Oh, because I kicked her, she doesn't exist. Shit, wait.
Oh, there's when I talked about Dante's Inferno exam, and we all tested to see which level of hell we'd go to.
And me and her got the same fucking level, disgusting.
No! I'm deeper.
Yeah, you're deeper. I said me and bitch got the same level.
Oh. Like, I'm going to the 7th level.
And I'm going to the 5th. But I run the place, so it's fine. I'm looking for a link. You know what, we're just gonna... I know we can, Maggie, but you know what? I'm stupid when it comes to it. Okay, you know what? I'm pulling in a lesbian real quick. I'm messaging Polly. Hold up, we need to get over lesbian. You know what? From both of us, I'm just gonna do this real quick because we're not doing guest speakers, and it's just us right now. As far as we can speak on lesbian, and Luna's probably just gonna agree with me here, you're just sexually attracted to women. Baseline, just getting to it.
Wait, we can actually like look at the image and see what their definition says. Yeah, it says a woman
It's
who's
primarily attracted to women.
Yeah.
I mean, we would talk more on it, but neither of us are, so it's like it's kind of difficult. I mean, Luna's like half, but still.
No, I'm more like 30%.
Fight me!
I will. When and where? I got a taser.
Oh my god! So she gonna bring a taser to a knife fight. That's great.
I'll also bring a gun.
Hey, we may be mature, but watch what we say. Remember TSO.
Shit.
You are affiliated.
Shit.
And this is going on YouTube. Shh. Stop. This is going on my YouTube channel and everything. We can't be saying stuff like that. We still gotta keep it to TSO and YouTube's rules. So I'm just gonna, for the love of it, Django, remove your comment. I don't know how to remove it. I don't mod often. Chat link is broken for your stream.
What do you mean? It's broken. You mean how it has the little dots on the bottom?
I'm not trying to hit the Twitch Prime. I'm trying to delete this one message. Why won't it let me delete message?
No. I want the world to know.
Oh wait, what's the next chat? I forgot what the next freaking thing is. Oh, it's gay. It's my section. Okay.
Yeah, go talk.
The browser source. Chat is frozen on stream. Hold up.
It's
No, it's not.
Frozen. I don't see it frozen.
It's going fine for us. Restart your browser, Django. Yeah, okay. So, being gay is where it says a man who is primarily attracted to men, sometimes a broad term for individuals primarily attracted to the same sex. So, in other words, gay is just a thing that pretty much means you're attracted to the same gender as you. Or people who associate with your gender, because, you know, we stand our transsexuals here.
Transsexuals.
I mean, that's literally how it's listed on there, but okay. I was meaning transgender, but I see I was meaning to say transgender and transsexuals up there. Being gay is like a blessing and a curse. So how do I explain this with not sounding like an asshole?
Some lesbians call themselves gays. It's an...
Yeah, lesbians also consider themselves this, because everyone's confused why the word lesbian exists, instead of just calling gay women gay. So...
Still laughing over transsexual, but I should.
It's out there! Read the damn thing! It says it's a lesbian, gay, bi, transgender, transsexual, queer, questioning, intersex. Word we do not say asexual and pansexual. Fuck you.
Why do you keep laughing over transsexual?
Oh my god.
Because like
I need to get through this stuff.
transits, people are sexually attracted to transits.
Stop. You're gonna get us in trouble. This is not good representation for the community.
And what's wrong with the community?
You heard it here first, people. Luna's what's wrong with the LGBT community. This is why we can't have nice things or equal rights. It's Luna's fault. Kidding. I'm kidding. And she's just dying about transsexuals still. Are you okay? Can you breathe?
Yeah. I'm eating soup.
So, being gay is a blessing and a curse with the sole fact that, again, how do I say this without being an asshole? Men are idiots! Men are fucking stupid, and Luna can agree with me here. Men are idiots. No other word for most men. They're idiots. Because the only thing they want half the time is sex. It's like, in the gay community, trying to find a man who only wants who wants a relationship is like literally looking for a ghost. It's not existent.
Do you consider yourself a part of the asexual community?
Yeah, like even sometimes for the asexual can be a pain, I guess, because a lot of, like I said, a lot of people are, I guess, horny. So it's like, or have a lot of things that turn them on and crap. So so it's like they only want sex and things like that. So it's like really hard to find an actual like relationship or somebody who's interested. And not just that, the straight gay community is literally, how do I say this? Infected by straight men. The amount of straight men that are down low wanting hookups and saying they're not gay, and I'm putting this all in air quotes. It's fucking horrendous. These are the same men that like to sit here and shit talk us, but yet text us at 2 in the morning wanting a hookup. Alright, your go.
I'm questioning my sexuality. I want to experiment. Let me experiment with you, basically.
That's practically a gay down low guy. Let me experiment and see if I'm gay. Honey, the fact that you're even asking for it means you're gay. Get the fuck out.
Yep. Okay, which is the next?
Yours, damn it! Your primary sexuality. Why is she like this?
My community, my home.
I will be right back, people. Watch she.
Okay. So, I personally am a bisexual. I have been out since my junior year of high school. I'm now a sophomore, just finished my sophomore year of college. So, let's go.
Okay,
Where do I begin?
somebody inform me what Stupid has said so far.
So, this was the case with, like, me and a lot of my friends. We don't consider ourselves exactly 50-50. We're usually more attracted to one gender. Like, I consider myself 70% attracted to men, 30% attracted to women.
Yes, which explains your obsession with Die Boy. Speaking of which, Jay, if you're watching this, hi, how you doing? Gonna get you in trouble one way or another.
Yeah, true. I mean, people would eventually figure it out. I'm sorry, Tad.
So she keeps trying to use finger lines on me.
I mean, okay, Tad. I also, here's the thing. With girls, I have a type. I have an exact type that I like. Nerdy girls.
I love how Luna's like, I'll go for any guy, but for women, I have a type.
Yep.
Is that right? What happened to equality,
One of
honey?
my IRL friends knows that what exactly my guy type is.
Sorry for trying to type.
Yeah.
That's
Because if any of you have seen photos of my ex-girlfriend, you'll know that she is hella nerdy. She's in my Discord server. We love her.
Hold up. Tat, I will make you feel better. That's why she also constantly asks you to do things for her. Like doing emotes and shit like that.
I completely asked for that. Tat volunteered, right?
Tat's just laughing her ass off now.
exposed.
Yep, exposing Luna.
Also, this should just be called now, Exposing Luna.
Nope, sorry, it's Queer Talk. We're not changing the name of the podcast. I guess she's been supporting me since February. Yeah, I can understand that, but still, let's be honest, low-key, that may be the reason secretly. We don't know Luna's true intentions.
I mean, I meet up with you and go to Wonderland with you, and some other people, and the boy.
Yeah.
The boy.
She could be one of my sets. Okay, what's next? Transgender? Wait, are you even done talking about bisexual?
I think I am.
Alright, well, I'm gonna put my input on being bi, even though I'm not. That's the thing, as Luna was saying, her and a lot of her friends are like percentages, and that's the thing with a lot of bi people. Not all of them are full on 50-50 with males and females, or, you know, people who just consider themselves straight up gender neutral or just trans and everything like that. Like,
Right,
not
be
everybody's
one
gonna,
way or the other.
not everybody's gonna go 50-50. Sometimes, like, I've seen people, like, mainly on TikTok, I have a TikTok obsession currently, where there are some guys on there and some girls that are like, they're 80% into their opposite gender and like only like 20% into their same gender. So it's like you're not always gonna be, it's like if you're bi, you're not always gonna, you may be like, I'm gonna use Tat here as an example. So like, let's say Tat's bi, she may be 70% into women and only like 30% into male or whatever. She's not always gonna be 50-50.
Example, because I am 70% into men, 30% into women.
Okay, tab backwards to your ass, okay? Shut the hell up.
No, this is my stream. I do what I want.
And we noticed. Okay, next is transgender on the list. This is where we need Nikita Dragun in here. But sadly,
I'm gonna dragon her ass in here.
somebody get Nikita in here real fucking quick, please. Because I can't speak on being trans here. No, but all jokes aside.
I do have a friend who, senior year of high school, this is the text that I quote.
And of course,
So I'm Eli now. And we're all like, what? Oh, obviously we accepted him as Eli. We love him. Miss him dearly. I haven't seen him since, like, graduation.
There's a trans guy on TikTok I think is honestly really cute. I'm gonna expose myself here. And it went from female to male trans. And, like, being trans is, like, a struggle because a lot of people, like, people hate on gays, lesbians, well, excuse me, not hate on lesbians because apparently that's a fetish and we don't know why. Still confused to this day how it's wrong for two men to kiss in front of somebody, but yet if two women do it, it's attractive. So, like, being trans, I would say trans get hate on the most, to be honest. Wouldn't you, Luna?
Yeah.
It's definitely trans. Out of all jokes aside about, like, gays and lesbians and bis getting hate and crap, it's trans that get it the worst, whether they be, I guess, under the
like,
transsexual or transgender.
Obviously, I can't speak on my friend's behalf and everything, but his parents still see him as female and will introduce him as their daughter. And I feel so bad for him every single time that it happens. And I accidentally will call him a she, but that's because I've known him since freshman year of high school or sophomore year of high school, somewhere in there. And just for 2 years, like, constantly saying she, that it was hard to do the switch.
Exactly.
But now I've gotten better at it.
Like, my
I
best,
would do it the rude way, I just brain function, not good.
my best friend Tana is currently dating a trans guy right now. And, like, there's even times where I've talked to him, like, once, and it's like, you know, throughout the thing I was kind of saying she, and I'm like, shit, wrong pronouns. So if you're talking to somebody who may seem trans to you, like, you think they may be trans, or just in general, ask somebody's preferred pronouns before you fucking, like, just use general terminology, like he, she, they. ask pronouns first, please, before you offend. Because in some countries, and you definitely need to do that in some countries, because if you homophobic or transphobic, your ass getting arrested. That's illegal in some countries.
When I was like on dating apps and everything, like I'd see some people who even say what their preferred pronoun is, and I'm like,
That's what we
support you.
We support you. Thank God somebody's like that.
We support you.
Like that's kind of like with my brother. My brother, like, this is not saying he's trans or anything, but my brother sometimes like just ask pronouns because it's like rude if not, even if like there's, you know, things that can tell you like, hey, they're this gender or whatever. Like my brother, he like went to the store one day, was like getting something from a cashier woman. She literally called him a she, but you know, if you look at him, he looks male. So I'm just like, bitch, that's rude. That's basically transphobia in a way, or like transphobic. Not phobia, but I say phobia. The fuck? I meant phobic.
You're afraid of gay people.
Be trans? Dumbass. How can I be homophobic? How do I have homophobia? I'm part of it.
No, you're afraid of yourself.
I'm scared. I mean, I do hate myself that they explain it.
Yep.
But you know, being trans is difficult, especially for there was a story I read one time about a trans. I think it was I'm gonna get the gender wrong on this. I know I'm about to, but I think it was like a trans man, a man who was going to become a woman. Literally, like, had his he already had the bottom surgery part. So pretty much how the surgeries go, from what I heard, is like you'll get like bottom surgery first, so you'll remove like your bottom genitalia and get the opposite. You get like either that one or top surgery first, and then you have to wait a few months to go get the other half. And like this guy went and did the bottom one, and he like the doctor faked a report saying he wanted like his bottom surgery undone, and he never agreed to it. And he was like crying over it and everything else. So you gotta be careful. So like if you're transitioning, you better have a nice stern talking with your doctor and be like, I demand to see what you're writing on those papers when it comes to my transition surgery. Because like you're not about to screw me over. What's next? Transsexual. Okay, to be honest, I'm not that in with knowing what the community is. So like I've never heard of transsexual. I've heard of transgender. Transsexual seems like is like kind of a new thing to me, so I can't speak much on this. And I don't think Luda can
know
either.
what it is either.
Yeah.
But
so
the picture says an outdated term that originated in the medical and psychological communities for people who have permanently changed their gender identities through surgery and hormones.
okay, so pretty much it's like what you would call the sexuality for a transgender, I would say, is what it sounds like. Somebody who's trans, if you're watching, correct me if I'm wrong. Like I said, never heard this term before. I would just usually call you a transgender, not a transsexual. Don't know. Queer, the title of the talk show. Let's go. So, the picture says for queer is an umbrella term to be more inclusive of the many identities and variations that make up the LGBTQ plus community. So, in other words, you don't always have to identify as lesbian, gay, bi, trans, anything else. Or like asexual, pansexual, whatever. You can just say you're queer.
Yeah.
Because like there's so many things. So that's like most people who say they're demi or gray asexual, well technically that's still asexual, you're supposed to say grays. Or like aromantic, things like that. That's all under asexual, but because it's not listed when you spell out the whole like acronym of LGBTQ, it's considered under queer, as far as I know. Again, I could be wrong on that. Could be wrong. Low key. I had to restart your chat. I don't know if it was frozen. And there's an ad.
Because you're not subbed. How rude.
Yeah, now I have that playing in my video. Shit. I make no money off of this, YouTube. None whatsoever. I make no money off of this. I'm not sponsored by Geico. None of that. Disclaimer right there.
Not sponsored by Geico.
Not sponsored by anything that gets played on Twitch. Not at all. Don't even at me, YouTube, for that. That was a mistake. I needed to refresh my page. So next is questioning. Okay, so the questioning stage, Luna, if you'll read it, and then I guess you talk about it first.
The process of exploring and discovering one's own sexual orientation, gender identity, and or gender expression.
Okay, so I'll let you explain this one, because somebody's texting me right now.
So basically, you don't know what you are, and you're just learning what you are.
Practically, questioning is like, I would say this is where I'm gonna bring in the down low men again, the men who like down low gays. That is like, if they say they're, see what triggers me about them, and this is where a lot of gays say they're queer baiting, is because you're calling yourself just down low. You're still saying you're straight and crap. Or like you're considering yourself full on gay. Like maybe you know. But it's like, you know, most people are just like, I'm completely straight, just wanting to experiment crap like that. But, you know, just to be a freaking queer bait, I'm gonna call myself gay. No, bitch, you're more questioning because you keep experimenting. Like, no, honey.
When you're using the term experimenting, you're usually more on the questioning side.
Yeah, if you're saying like, if you say, so say, I'm gonna go with 90% of the viewers here are straight. So let's say you're wanting to experiment with your opposite gender, but you still know you're straight. Like you've never done anything with like your opposite gender, so you're wanting to try. Then you would be in the questioning stage because you're experimenting.
Mm-hmm.
Intersex. An individual whose sexual anatomy of chromosomes do not fit with the traditional markers of female and male. In other words, gender neutral.
Yeah.
That's how we describe that. They're gender neutral. They have no gender. You do not call them male or female. Normally, if somebody says they're intersex using the actual term or gender neutral, their pronouns will be they, them. Unless they tell you different. That's why I say ask your pronouns. I hear too many people use the wrong damn pronouns, and those are the people I want to hit with a bus.
Message of this stream: ask the pronouns.
Lesson of the stream: ask the fucking pronouns, or you're gonna get hit by a bus. I'll make sure you get hit by a bus. I'll be the one driving.
Yeah. Me over with the fucking bus. Why don't you?
So I'm gonna read this just because it's up here. But again, most LGBTQ members do not include
Don't
this.
accept the ally part of the.
We don't. I'll discuss this. But in other words, you know, all I can say for this one is you support us. So Luna, read what it actually says.
I get to read it. Typically a non-queer person who supports and advocates for the queer community. An individual within the LGBTQ plus community can be an ally for another member that identifies differently than them.
So, like, as a part of the community, but here, the reason I say that most of us don't include it is because we have the issue. We have started in today's society. And, you know, because it's funny, because a lot of people don't know this, but a lot of the people who want to do this crap when I bring up queer baiting are the people who consider themselves allies. Like, just because you're, like, in our acronym for LGBTQ, bitch, and so you're, like, in our community, does that mean you get the right to act like another
I have something to
part of
say. Or, if you will use the LGBT...
Here we go, I know where this is going. Targeting a bitch right now. Let's go, drag them.
Like,
Drag
on
her.
Twitch, that means you are a part of that community. You don't put it up there if you...
I'm literally targeting right now. Fucking go
Yeah.
for it.
You identify under that category. It's not because you're an ally and support those people. It's because you are that. It's for people who are within the community to go and search for people like themselves to have support in the community. That's why people have that tag. And if you include that tag on yourself, and you're not in the community, it's annoying as fuck to someone who is and who wants to have the support. And when you also just make fun of your
to us,
no, the reason why I'm doing this is because of you guys. And when we yelled at you not to, and you still do it, and you say you only do it when we're in voice call with you, and you continue to do it, irksome.
Okay, we're just gonna quiet you there before you go on a 50-minute rant, because we know you can over this. So yeah, the reason, like I said, that's almost like queer baiting. You're like queer baiting that you're a part of the community like that, because you're kind of falsely advertising that, hey, I'm this or I'm that, and you're really not. Because then when somebody asks about it, like, I know a lot of you in here watch Shovel, and people constantly ask in her streams, what part of the LGBT community you are, and she can tell you Ace, which is the next one we're going to talk about. But, like, when you ask certain people and they're like, oh, I'm an ally, then it's like, well, then why do you have it up there? Can't you just say... Because it's like, technically, you can't answer what part of the LGBT community you're in. Because when people ask that, they're expecting you to be like one of the others up here, like lesbian, gay, bi, trans, queer, asexual, pan. They want an answer like that. They're not.
So you don't want to hear ally, because ally is the bullshit answer.
Ally is the bullshit answer for most people. Now, some gays are in here may disagree with me. People who watch this in the future may disagree with me. Because
but this
if you're going on my YouTube,
personal opinion.
Yeah, these are our personal opinions. So, like, feel free to talk to us about it, enlighten us, because, I'm still kind of learning, in a way, because it's been, 4 or 5 years, and I still haven't paid much attention to the community. Thank you, Tyler.
I've gone to 0 pride parades.
Same, never been. But thank you, Tyler LaBeouf, for freaking awakening my sexuality. You pain in my ass. And you are my brother, and I love you, but I'm sorry, honey. And I'm going to say this whether you see this or not. And I think I have told you this to your face. For the shit you have done around guys, you are not straight. You are bi at best. I'm not trying to assume, because it's wrong to assume someone's sexuality. But I'm sorry. We gays have a freaking gaydar, so we can tell when you're not straight, bitch. So, like, if you spike mine, don't try me. That's probably been Luna a few times too. Somebody's acting weird around their same sex, and then she's just like, a bitch, you're gay. Or you're a lesbian or whatever. Luna, how many times have you actually done that to a person?
Okay, I have a friend who has 0 gaydar.
Mm-hmm.
And I've had to tell her when people are gay. But in my old friend group, we met this guy, and we all thought he was gay. Each one of us thought he was gay. He wasn't.
Newsflash, he wasn't, but we all thought it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I still support my brother, even though he's, like, straight. I still, like, good for you. But it's just, like, from the shit I've seen, I can't really say you straight for the shit you've done. like, I can't. Alright, we both get to talk on this one. Asexual.
Yes.
An individual who generally does not feel sexual desire or attraction to any group of people. It is not the same as Sibyllacy and has many subgroups. So the subgroups of asexual are, of course, demisexual, which Luna can go over. Gray asexual to aromatic to, like, somewhat, to, like, fuck, I don't have the thing up, so I can't list all of them. But if you look it up, hold up. There's a Wikipedia right here. Hold up.
Asexuality.
Yeah, look up that, please.
Hello.
I
did not want to know that.
I'm afraid of what you looked up. I'm
Okay.
scared when you just yell. I don't want to know that.
Okay, so there is aromantic, which can be described as the romantic orientation counterpart to asexuality. Similar to asexuality, someone who identifies with the subcategory of aromanticism may simply call themselves aromantic because it's simpler and easier to explain. The definition of aromanticism is simple: someone who does not experience romantic attraction to anyone. Like with asexuality, an aromantic person may still choose to engage in a romantic relationship or not.
Yeah, whereas demisexual, the opposite to that would be demisexual, which is
Wait, I'm going down the list, okay? I'm going down the list.
Okay, fuck!
Gray asexual or gray romantic.
It's my somewhat chin area.
It describes anyone who falls in some area between asexual and sexual, or aromantic and romantic. This identity is especially, I don't know how to say the word, as the experiences of gray asexuals and gray romantics can vary widely. And then there's demisexuals and demiromantics, which we both are, and the definition is up on screen. You can go read that. Then there's reciprosexual and recipiomantic. Describes someone who does not experience sexual or romantic attraction to someone until they know that the person is attracted to them. Achiosexual and achioromantic.
Holy shit, why is asexual? This is why we just say we're queer instead of asexual, trying to list our actual term.
So they may experience sexual or romantic attraction, but that attraction fades if it is reciprocated. And then there's aceflux and aeroflux. Someone who is aceflux or aeroflux has a sexual or romantic orientation that fluctuates along the spectrum between asexual and sexual, and aromantic and romantic. Some people who are aceflux or aeroflux may always stay within the asexual or aromantic spectrum, while others may occasionally fall outside of it. And that is the list.
I'm sorry if you guys heard turbulence, by the way, in my mic. I had to move my fan because it's getting really hot in my room. Because the AC doesn't stay off for long because fuck my family. They're assholes.
And if anyone wants to go and look at this website, because I skimmed over some things, I will... Let me post it in chat, you assholes.
Is that about telling you to go fuck yourself?
Oh, Streamlabs is telling me to go fuck myself.
But there's that. And I'm gonna copy it just in case we bring it up in another thing. And I'm gonna post it in our founders chat and pinned it. Just so that way in
put
case
it in
we
QUYYR
need...
Talk. Which I just did. You're welcome.
I put it in founders too! For fuck's sake, we pinned that. Okay, so demisexual here is a person who doesn't experience sexual attraction unless they form a strong emotional connection with someone. So in other words, to say you're demi, because this is about me and Luna's thing, and I can do this for both of us. Being demi, in other words, you're not gonna, it's not saying you don't want, like, sex or anything like that, but you're not gonna have it unless you can, like, I guess, say, you can see yourself spending time with this person, like being in a relationship with this person. So in other words, you're not looking for a hookup, you're looking for a relationship, bitch. There has to be that connection. Like, I would say... How do I put this without saying shit about my sister, Loki? I mean, my best friend, Caitlin, who is like a sister to me, she's not demi, but, like, between her and her boyfriend, James, they have a strong emotional connection, so if she was demi, then they would start doing shit like that. Having, like, sex and shit like that if she was. But until then, they ain't doing shit. It's just not happening. Alright, read Pan.
Oh, okay, I can read.
Yeah, we're done discussing demi. Go.
Wait, where'd it go?
Did you lose fucking pansexual?
I know, aren't we on... Oh, wait, I was like...
What pan? For fuck's sake.
Pansexual, a person who experiences sexual, romantic, physical, and or spiritual attraction to members of all gender identities, expressions, not just people who fit into the standard gender binary.
So, in other words,
You'll go fuck whoever you fucking want to fuck.
Except, yeah, Luna's terms. Because I'm not Pan. If you want to ask about Pan, to be honest, go ask Brendan Urie. Go ask the lead singer of Panic at the Disco.
I mean, wait, is he streaming still? Cause he.
Wait, Brendan. Oh yeah, Brendan does stream.
I hiccup chat if you're still around. Oh no, he's not live anymore. Chat, I hiccuped.
Tad, she's telling you add to the counter. Quickly. Okay, so practically now let's talk about coming out since we're talking about sexuality.
Okay, and this will be our last topic, and then we'll open up 2 questions, and then we'll end the podcast.
Yeah, that's probably how these are going to go most of the time, unless we have roasting to do, which Luna has a lot of, but we're not doing there. So coming out can be difficult for people because there have been a lot of people say we have a high suicide rate, and I know this is like probably against TOS or whatever. But the world has a high suicide rate in it in general, and most of it comes from the LGBT community for the sole fact that people are not always accepting of them. So it's like, especially around family, like you expect your family to always be there for you, you know, because that's what they tell you when you grow up in crap. You know, they're like, we'll always be there for you, we'll always love you, this and that, you know, the basic bullshit what parents and family are supposed to tell you. But then it's like when you come out saying like, oh, hey, I'm transgender, I don't identify as like whatever I was born as, so let's say you're born as male, you come up to your parents and go, Mom, Dad, I'm trans, I don't identify as a male, I identify as female. Your parents aren't always going to be accepting of that. And now, most people would tell you to get the fuck over it. But that's the rude thing, bitch. You need to be there and support them. Be like, I support you. Give them a home. Because I had a friend here who's bisexual. Her name's Rachel. And it's Tyler's cousin. I know I'm spilling a lot of family bullshit. But, like, she lived with Tyler's mother at one point. And because she was, like, promoting herself, like, had LGBT things hanging around her room and had bracelets and whatever on her wrist, her aunt kicked her out of the house for like 2 weeks. All because she was saying she was bi and shit like that. So like, you know, when something like that happens, to be like supportive, one of the best things to do, offer them a place to stay or whatever. Recommend them a hotel, whatever. Or like help them pay for one if they can't afford it, you know, do something nice for them.
And that is also the reason why, because like I live in a strict Catholic family.
Oh God, religion is the worst part. We're trying to come out.
Yeah. So
God.
that's why I haven't come out to my parents, and the fact that my parents are paying for college.
Yeah, if she says that the minute she says the words, the minute they hear the BI come out of your mouth, they're just like, nope, cut off.
Yeah, I'm afraid to get cut off by my family.
Because of the fact they're paying for college.
Yeah, it's why I haven't come out fully.
And that's
but
the
like,
thing.
as soon as college is done and everything, you're like, hell yeah, let's go.
Luna's gonna fully move out of her parents' house, like take all of her shit, buy her own place, and be like, oh, by the way, I'm queer. Bye.
Bye, bitch. Because like, as soon as my best friend and I are done with college, I'm graduating a full year ahead of her. But when we're done, we're going to live in an apartment together. So.
Hell, you talked about getting drunk with me and come visit me in Florida if I'm still down there.
Yeah. No, and also because.
For fuck's sake.
The boy is moving to Florida.
Wait, he is? Oh my God, that would be perfect then!
Yes!
So if anyone's looking for us, we'll be somewhere in Florida.
Getting drunk on a beach.
Yep. So check Miami first.
Or we can just talk guys as they talk about guys as they
We'll just be sitting there drunk talking about guys as guys are walking past looking at us like we're fucking stupid.
He got a nice ass!
And all of a sudden he looks and you just go, the fuck?
The fuck? Who said that?
Luna unable to stand, laughing her ass off. We can see it now.
Like how when I saw Far From Home in theaters, I whispered to my friend, I'm like, he has a nice ass.
What's your hiccup command? Oh, never mind. There we go, because Kat didn't do it earlier.
Oh yeah, true. Another great part though.
I was about to say, do I have to add another fucking hiccup
This
counter?
was a year ago. And we were, I think it was my friend group, we were going to go see Aquaman. And I had already seen it, and like a couple of us had already seen it. But my friend, as soon as he says permission to come aboard, she just goes, hell yeah.
Oh.
We looked at her, and we're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, so, like, coming out can be scary. Like I said, the only one out of my family, out of my intermediate
We got sidetracked so hard.
We really did. I'm sorry for that, everybody. So, the reason, like, me, since Luna's told hers, mine isn't a religion thing. Mine is just literally, like, my dad's homophobic. Literally. There was a time my brother, got called gay for his hair being colored, or his hair being dyed, and him having his ears pierced, which he's not, by the way. Need to put that out there. But, like, he used to get, like, my classmates of all fucking people, because with the school we used to go to, one of the schools we used to go to, we'd pretty much see each other in the halls constantly, and everyone knew we were related, because it was a small town thing. So people would say that shit about him and ask me about it, and it's like, if you're gonna assume that of somebody, there was one guy who kept asking me, and he kept asking me that, and told me the reasons why he asked me, and it was because of those reasons, like ears pierced, hair dye. I'm like, does that make you gay then? Because you got the same shit. He turns around and goes to me, yeah, I guess I am. And I turned around and go, I'm sorry, I'm glad you came out, but you don't need to be coming out to me. Tell that to the 6 guys you're fucking, aka your boyfriend group. I'm sorry, I got sidetracked again. I started dragging bitches. But my dad is literally homophobic, but because of that, you know, we told my dad about that, and I was like, what if your son actually did come out as gay? My dad, deadass, said, and my brother's his favorite child, need I say this, literally said, I disown him. So, like, that's like the only one that knows is my mother, but my brother and my grandmother can hear it because they're in the room next to me, so.
I mean, okay. If there's anyone watching and has questions for us,
That we can try to give our best opinions on. Anything to do with like sexuality or coming out or whatever.
yeah, because that's like today's topic for some reason.
I mean, you're the one who listened. If you literally go look at the Queer Talk Discord, Luna's like, this is where we'll write the combo ideas. Number 1, sexuality.
Yeah, because like we wanted to roast Ally.
That's not the whole reason we did that. We actually needed to talk about it because the show is called Queer Talk, but like...
Yeah, and it makes for a great first episode.
It really does. The tea we can spill. Kai, do you have any questions? Whoever's here. Wait, how do I check your viewer list anyway?
There's 9 people watching.
I know, I'm trying to check the viewer list. I don't know how to check it. I know there's supposed to be a way to. I don't know how to fucking check it. For fuck's sake. Kai doesn't have questions. What about Maggie? I know Maggie's probably still here.
Maggie's gone. Someone whose account got suspended. I'm kind of laughing.
Wait, whose account got suspended?
Because, like, I click on their name and it says account just suspended or deactivated. Learn more. And I'm like, what?
Who's... What?
What?
Oh, no, wait, this tells me, Guess who's in here? Guess who's in here? Bitch! Bitch, 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 bitch! Can you... Tell me you see your users list.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I told you! We don't talk about it, Kai. You'll know later who we mean. You should actually know, because we brought it up earlier as a fucking joke. So let's see, we've got Commander Root, which I've seen in a lot of mine. Which we've seen in a lot of mine.
Thought.
Anyone else here that has, you know,
Questions?
yeah, let us know. If not, do you have like another topic you want to speak on that has to somewhat do?
It's like we end with viewer questions.
I know, but like, is there any other topic you think you could talk about?
Because we should save it for the next one.
Well, while we're on the topic, because me screaming the word bitch 3 times, obviously, you got anybody you want to roast? Because that seems to be a Luna thing today.
That one person I wanted to roast.
Oh, you've already gotten through your roast then. Okay, that works.
Yeah, no, and it was funny because after I looked in the viewers after and you said their name in chat and I looked in the viewers and one person who is friends with that person was watching and I'm like, oh
wait, who? Which one?
I'll DM it to you.
Yeah, DM me on Discord. That's what I DM. Oh, I'm a bitch. Oh, I'm a fucking bitch, and it's great. YouTube's gonna take this video down. I can see it now, but you know what? Let's go.
So no, you just have to put the rating as mature, and you good.
I mean, my channel is automatically not a PG server. I don't do that bullshit. I go to the classic YouTube studio and do it that way. I don't do their new bullshit where you have to specify if it's for children. Honey, nothing on my channel is for children.
I mean,
none of it is.
This is rated mature anyway, because I was talking about pap smears.
Yeah. We've also said the word sex about 700 times on here.
Yep, true.
So Kai has no questions, and Kai's like the only one active in chat. What about Tat? Does Tat have any questions? Is Tat still here?
Still here. She's probably working on my emotes.
Tat, say hi. That's rude of you to ignore us.
Let Tat be.
I'm just saying it's rude to ignore us. I'm kidding. Not everyone has to talk if they don't want to. It's a typical thing. I still wouldn't know how. I still don't know how to delete messages on Twitch, but it's fine.
Oh, I do.
I don't know the command and shit. I know there's a command is in there.
No.
No, I thought it was a command. Look, I'm still learning my things, people.
See? I deleted it. You click the little trash can icon next to their name.
I didn't get that. Thank you.
Oh.
You sure you modded me?
Yeah.
I know you did. I saw the fucking message. So if nobody has questions... Oh! Yes, Super Machos. Oh, okay. I mean, I have that open. But it's fine. Thank you for trying, Kat. But Kat, do you have any questions on our topic?
Sexuality.
On sexuality or coming out? As Luna just dies laughing. Especially considering she keeps dying of transsexual.
Death by transsexual.
Stop! That's transphobic! Stop! Fuck! This is why, Luna, you saying shit like this is the reason we don't get equal rights. For fuck's sakes. If anybody in the LGBTQ community wonders why we don't get equal rights, now you know.
Luna has destroyed the community. Oh my god.
For fuck's sakes. I wish you could just end your stream for you and just be like, no. Just be like, no. Just prevent you from streaming.
He messaged me a joke and he said, if I want red hair, does that mean transgender?
The boy did?
No, Litos.
Oh, is he watching?
I don't know.
Oh, that Twitch YouTuber. Hi, Jeninator. I want to say hi to you because I know I mentioned this earlier to you. This is the person I was messaging you about, Luna, who said who liked your profile picture and everything. Because I had just brought it up because I saw she was part of the LGBT community. Or, whatever respective pronouns are. They, I'm going to use they right now. My stupid ass, not even paying attention to my own rules.
Stupid ass.
Hello. My dumb ass, not even paying attention to my own rules, I said earlier. But Jenna, currently we're in the questioning part of this. Because Luna is trying to stream Stardew. So our topic is sexuality or coming out. If you have any questions that we can give our opinions on. I mean, maybe.
Facts.
Yeah. This is what we do. We just put our opinions into things that we somewhat know about. Because I'm still kind of new to the community in a way, to like getting indulged into it and exploring it. Yeah, Kaiser already said no. I was like, who haven't we asked? Because I'm looking at the bot list and I'm like, we got 13 people. Some people aren't talking here. Which is fine. I mean, that's almost every Twitch stream. People just lurk. Hold up. Here's a Discord ping. What? What did Maggie message me? What? Oh, never mind. I thought I got messaged by Maggie.
Oh!
I was wrong.
Ludos is like, I'll have to watch the VOD, but if you could answer my question on stream, it'd be appreciated, because he asked if he wanted red hair. Would that make him a trans ginger?
Did you say transgender?
Trans ginger.
I excuse her. I'll apologize for her. Not excuse her. Apologize.
Me saying it's Litos.
Yeah, that's Litos too.
Funny
To
though.
answer that question though, no. And the question has got the emotes. I kind of want to go talk over the whole queer baiting thing. I feel like that wasn't emphasized because I kind of don't like that. To me, queer baiting is a bad thing, but I mostly see it on TikTok.
You can talk about queer baiting.
Luna, you're just about to die from so many things. Can we not? You don't sound like you were even about to speak straight. You just sound like you were about to die of laughter.
I am dead.
We know. No, queerbaiting just to me is annoying. What do you think about it? Have you ever had it happen or seen it happen?
You haven't had it happen.
Ooh, one of the worst things to happen is when somebody deprides you, being like, queerbaiting, from what I've seen, I mostly see it on TikTok because a lot of people talk about it, most of the people I follow. It's almost like when, so say a straight person's going around saying they're gay. Like, this was a big thing on April Fool's for TikTok. It was like the April Fool's joke for straight people on TikTok. They would come out and say they were gay and everything, doing the song where it's like, boys want to play with boys, or something like that. I don't remember the full song. But then the next day, they post about it being like, oh, that was an April Fool's joke. I'm actually straight. Gay people are disgusting and crap like that, and being rude to the community after they just, like, basically fake came out. It's pretty much fake coming out. And it's really rude.
Yeah.
Because a lot of us find it offensive that they're going to do that, because it's almost like deriding us, which is another issue we have. It actually is. Like, I'm glad you kind of asked, because it really is. This is a topic that annoys me a lot. Because, like, when I went, because I got pulled out of school. I'm done with high school now, but it's like, I got pulled out of an actual building. Exactly. And it's, like, so rude. It's really hard for us to come out because of, like, either religion issues with our family or the fact they're not going to be accepting, or just so many issues we have. And then it's like you got people around here practically deriding us. Like, I had a friend at my old school before I got pulled out of it to come homeschooled, in a way. And she was, like, trying to come out to somebody, to, like, a friend of hers, or, like, tell them because they didn't know. And when she did, her friend literally looked at her and goes, oh, you're not. You're just lying to get attention. What? Who are you to make that choice?
Yeah.
Like, that's deriding her, and that's not okay. Like, before I figured out, like, when I would say I was gay to people, they're like, you're not actually gay. You seem, like, straight and everything because you're so nerdy. And I'm like, that's depriving. That's not okay. Exactly! Like, that was me. I was literally about to throw a fist fight. Like, that's not okay. You can't just deprive somebody. Or, like, outing people. Another issue. Looters probably have this happen. Where somebody outs you randomly. Like, it is your choice as the LGBT member to decide when, where, and how you come out. Not somebody
Oh my
else's.
God, you know what that just reminds me of? The movie Love, Simon.
Oh my god, yes, exactly. I've never seen Love, Simon fully, but I've seen bits and pieces.
Made me cry because the asshole made him come out, and oh my god.
It's so rude.
Yeah, it's awful. And like, oh my god. And the sad but funny scene at the end when he's on the Ferris wheel and he's just waiting for Blue to show up. It's funny because, like, it's awkward. Why would you do this to yourself?
Exactly. But it's, like, so rude. Like, outing people, deriding, or queerbaiting. It's just, like, really rude and disrespectful because it's, like, it's already hard for us as a community, especially when we constantly, like, even if we come out, we have to listen to things where, like, from straight people where it's like, well, why don't we get a straight month? Like, you guys get a month, why don't we? Hey, dumbass, honey, you get that 11 months out of the year. We get 1. Calm down. We got lucky to earn that right. Calm down. You still have the other 11 months. It really is. Like, oh my god, and another term. Oof. This one word, I'm not going to say it.
Thank you for subscribing.
I'm not going to say this one word. Hi, Danny. I'm not going to say this word fully, but this one word triggers me, especially when it reverts back to the F slur. The amount of times I've heard it, whether I be playing League or Overwatch or whatever. Luna, how many times have you been called the F slur? That's my question.
Not that much, but I'm pretty sure it's just because, like,
You have, like, that voice. Because a lot of people do it based on, like, somebody's voice.
yeah.
Oh my god, that was me. Like, I don't know if you get this during League, Jenna, because I know you play, because that's what I was watching you play earlier, which I loved your stream. It was great. You're always really good. But, like, I was playing League the other day, and there was, like, me, my friend. It is. It's thrown at everybody. Like, if you have that voice, they're automatically throwing it. And it's, like, so rude. It's like, you don't understand what that word comes from. Like, people who used to come out as gay back in the day were burned at the stake for it.
Yeah.
They were tied up and burned for it. Like, that's not okay.
Danny. Danny, that's not good. Okay, but here's another thing.
Off topic.
Because if this is way far out there, but when the Holocaust was happening, one of the symbols was gays. People were branded with the patches for being gay.
And those people were burned for it, or thrown into
Yes.
What is it? The gas chambers. I had to think for a second.
They were
because that was the whole Nazi thing back then. But, like, that's a whole other topic.
Yeah, and, like, if you guys recently, there was the Crisis on Earth, like one of the Flash
Crisis on Infinite Earth
was when it was the Nazi one, and there was a character who was gay, and he was in the concentration camp because he was gay.
Like, it's a real thing. Like, and I hate hearing it. Another thing that bothers me, and again, Luna probably doesn't get this. This is my experience. I will be playing Overwatch, and if I make a call out in team chat because I'm a Mercy main, because of my voice, and I hate this for a lot of gay people, because of their voice, they get compared to, like, other gay, like, icons. So, like, James Charles and Jeffree Star. The amount of times I've been called those two alone is horrendous. It make me want to fight somebody. Like I'm in,
lucky.
I'm in
I've had that
Overwatch.
experience where people will just call me that because of my voice, because I don't have it, I guess.
Yeah, you don't have like that kick to your voice that makes you sound like a LGBT member.
Yeah. Because I live with a very Catholic family.
Oh God, if they heard that word being told to you, oh God.
You fucking.
Fucking F-slur. Fucking F-slur. We're just gonna go with that term.
Yeah.
But, like, it's so rude for a lot of things. Like, it's not that I'm... And, like, I've seen this, too. Like, let's have an argument here. I want to have an argument in chat real quick before we do this. Anyone can answer on this. So, I was watching this TikTok the other day. The only reason is because I have an obsession. I was watching this TikTok, and this guy was talking about Pride Month and everything else, and, like, Black History Month and everything. Saying that they are not... They shouldn't exist. For the sole reason that they are meant to be for equality, but they're not all-inclusive. Because if you technically think about it, for Pride Month, I've never been, from what I've seen of videos, when there's a Pride Month, you have pretty much the religious people who like, God say you're a sin, you're going to hell. Barricaded off of the streets on the sidelines, and gay people pretty much going yell at them, being like, good for you that you think I'm going to hell. I don't care. They pretty much go sit there and yell at them. So it's like, I see it most. These are old videos I've seen, Danny. I could probably find them again and send them to you so I could show you, but like, I think there was one in Arizona where this woman literally almost got in a fist fight over somebody with a religious person. Where this woman almost got in a fist fight with somebody going like, being a lesbian is a sin. You're going to go to hell for liking women. Okay, but my thing is, where did you get to have the right to tell her she can't be in a relationship with a woman? Like, that's my issue with straight people. Where do you think you get the right? Where in the Bible does it say you have the right to be an asshole, practically? Please explain. Like, I don't go to church, I'm gonna say this, I don't go to church or read the Bible and everything, but from what I know about it, yeah, like, why are they so entitled? Why do you think you're entitled to tell us we can't be with our own genders in a relationship or get married to our own genders? Exactly! Let us live! Like, are we bothering you? Like, this is something I've always told my friends when I brought it up. Like, saying you're gay or something, it's like, when I see, like, the issue with lesbians, like, it's a fetish, and I don't know why. Like, it's two guys kiss. It's, like, disgusting. And I'm just like, what's disgusting about it? Are you involved in it? No. Are they trying to have sex with you? No. Then shut the fuck up. It's not your business. Stop trying to make it your business.
There was, like, this whole, like, guys saying it's, like, attractive or whatever when two girls kiss.
But then two guys kiss and it's like, I want to vomit.
Yeah. I'm like, if any of you were in my movie night last night, you were. And the little kid, every time he's like, ew, kissing, I would type it in chat because I'm like, ew, kissing.
What if I'm upset the hot guys don't want to have sex with me? Lino said that may be a personal thing. But it could be them.
About it.
That could be a personal thing, to be honest. Maybe it's something about you, but you know, that's them. Because, you know, I'm gonna say this, every person, I know she's probably watching, still gonna get pissy, but like, I'm gonna be honest with you people, I'm not always a nice person. You push me the wrong way, I'm gonna push back. You all see demon side of me real quick. Because I believe, like, everybody likes to say, like, people are angels or demons or whatever. And I'm just like, okay, let's say they are. Everyone's angels and demons. They're technically not. You're not one or the other. You're technically both. Because everyone has good and bad in them. So it's like, you push me, I'm not gonna be a nice angel saying like, oh, it's okay. No, we gonna throw hands real quick. So it's like, and especially for LGBT members, you're gonna see more of like, I would say their demon side, because of the fact you cause all these issues. So it's like, you just gotta be careful. Like, I'm not a nice person, but it's like, that's what I think people that hate gay people feel secretly. They want in the club, but they don't think they're allowed. Exactly. Like they and they call themselves allies. The biggest issue I have with allies, especially when they will just want to get in for like certain things. They're like, "Oh, I'm an ally of the LGBT community." Okay, so good for you. You support us. That's what you're saying. Doesn't mean you're full on a member of the community, anything like that.
Bra.
Like, what was that? I misheard that.
It's basically, when you say you support us, it's basically saying you're a bra.
Shh. For fuck's sake.
Talking about bras a lot recently.
Yeah, she really was. She was having a conversation about it with her guy. The boy.
The boy.
Edward, you were turned to a lot. But like, okay, we got off sidetrack real quick. But on the argument, do you guys think we should have Black History? I feel like we could save this, but you know what? This is sexuality wise, and we're talking about Pride anyway. So like for Pride Month, the crap. Do you think we should actually have it or not? Like, do you feel it's fine the way it is, or should it be inclusive to even the straights? Is the question.
Wait.
Like, I want to hear opinions on this.
Technically, it should be all year round Pride. Technically.
Yeah, technically we should have it all year round, because it's kind of rude.
But it is nice to have them, isn't it in June? June?
Yeah, it's June month.
Yeah.
That's what I say.
birthday month. So, I like having the month to have Pride Month. Have I ever gone to a Pride parade? No. But I want to. But like at the same time, I'm like kind of scared to go because of.
You know what you'll see.
Yeah.
Because you've never been, you don't know what to experience, and that's kind of my thing.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
like, I know a lot of people.
We'll get to that later.
I know a lot of people who are in the community, but it's like you're still like scared to do it for the first time, like go and everything.
Exactly. You could be sitting here and you could hear great things. Like, you could have a friend that goes, oh, it's great, they're so inclusive, it's a day we get to go out and be us, a month we get to go out and be us, and this and that. But then you get there and you could see some of the weird things, like, not dissing anybody's thing, but, like, I'm just not into these things, like, people being on chains, furries, things like that. Like, you know, they don't tell you about the weird side of us, because we have our kinky weird sides. So it's like, you don't know what you gonna see. But as Jenna said, it's like, it's a day of unity and a safe space for us. Yeah, or Danny, horse people.
Posted this at the beginning of the stream, and I'll post it again. Here is my Discord server. We have a no-e server, which you can join if you want to be on next week's podcast.
Yeah, we haven't come up with the topic there, but, you know, just to be safe. I mean, if anyone else... Luna, do you want me to do this? Hold up. Let me message you something. But, like, we're just always looking for special guests and stuff like that. I was going to say something else, and I forgot what it was.
Like, add one more to the podcast?
Yeah, maybe. At another time. But, because right now, it's not that big of a podcast. But I'm saying when it gets more. Because it's nice to hear other people's opinions. Like, Jenna, I don't know what part of the community you are. I just saw you had the tag and stuff. But, you know, like, I was thinking, if you want to, and I'm just throwing this out here, maybe come on next week when we do it and talk about your part of the community. Like, hear their story.
I always want to hear other people's thoughts and everything.
I'm actually curious, because, like, I see a lot of these streamers use it, and it's weird. I noticed this on a lot of streams, too, of how, like, homophobic people can be. Aw. I mean, that kind of works. I don't know if you were here earlier, Jenna, but we were having a hard time explaining trans. Wait, she, her, your pronouns. Okay.
Yeah, one of our takeaways for this was
transgender and transsexual, and it was like,
or you'll get hit by a bus.
Oh yeah, that was my thing. I was screaming earlier. It was like, if you don't ask for pronouns, I might hit you with a bus because, like, it's rude.
Yep, that was our thing.
That was like our lesson for 2 minutes.
Obviously neither of us have the trans experience or anything.
Yeah.
And when we were talking about the sexualities and everything,
we had a hard time explaining transgender and transsexual because
Yeah.
I'm like, especially transsexual. Jenna may be able to explain this. I've never heard of that term. I've just heard of somebody
I've
say
never
they're
heard of it either.
trans. They just say they're trans. That's it. Like, that's the
Yeah.
end of it. I've never heard of transsexual.
Because I have a friend who's female transitioning to male, and I only know their experience.
Why isn't
that?
it they them universal? Because technically the pronouns go off of, and Jenna is gladly welcome to help us with this. From my perspective, what my opinion on this is I would say it's more based on gender. So like, yeah, it's somewhat of the same term, but oh wait, that's a different thing. Somewhat of the same term, but that's coming from a cis person. Probably. Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Because like it said something like that, but I was unsure.
All right, I'm gonna just copy this in case the term ever pokes up, if you don't mind, and just like put it in our server real quick so we don't forget personally because I have a bad memory.
And we don't want to.
We don't want to mislead some people again.
Yeah.
Because like we were sitting here talking about it, we're like, what is this?
Because like we said it was like the same thing, but it was used in medical terms.
Yeah, we said it was like used in medical terms. And so I
The only
stupidly said that
thing we
knowing.
could talk about was ally because we don't.
We didn't talk about ally much because we
don't
personally
accept it.
don't include it.
We don't accept it.
We personally.
Yeah.
I claim no part in the community, but I generally don't put my own personal feelings into what other people like or feel. That's sometimes the better way to be. It's just like, if somebody feels like this, like they're queer or whatever, then it's like don't put your own feelings into it because then it's that makes it seem like you're somewhat of an asshole trying to put yourself in other people's business. And then it's like if you do get put into that situation, then it's gonna be like, if it's something that disgusts you, then you're gonna be like, well, that's disgusting. You don't need to be this crap like that. And it's like, we don't need that. We already deal with it enough on the daily. Yeah, I think so too. Because I brought up Nikita Dragon when we were talking about it, and I think she said that term, and I think that's what she said it was. I believe I've heard her say that. Because, like, I've never heard of it.
Yeah. And I know my friend is not doing the surgery. I do know that.
Yeah. It's
At least
just really
when
difficult.
I last talked to him, that's what he said.
The community in general is just... I like the community, but, like, there are some times when I feel like we blame... I know I've mostly hated on the straights throughout this thing. Like, I'll have the bot on my YouTube channel, which I'll link in a second. But there is... I hate on straight people a lot. I say most of our issues come from straight people, but it's true. Most of it... Expecting them to know. Well, because sometimes... Okay, I forgot to answer your question. Why isn't it they, them? I forgot. I got off track. Thank you for reminding me. I've heard some people of the community getting offended when someone asks for pronouns, expecting them to know that. Yeah, that's a thing. So that's going to go into what I was about to talk to before I remembered your question. The reason it's not they, them, universal, the way I usually say it is like a universal thing if I don't know somebody's pronouns. But because, sometimes, like, it's famous creators, like Twitch creators here, that are just like, it's sometimes rude to ask at the same time, especially if, like, they're a streamer or YouTuber or something like that. They think it's rude of you to ask sometimes, or they take it that way. So it's like, when you go to ask, it's rude, so you don't, so you just assume they, them. You just use they, them. So, like, when you go up to your friend, you're just like, hey, I just met so-and-so, and they were pretty cool. Like, and things like that. But it's better to ask for pronouns. Whether they get offended or not, just be like, please don't get offended. The best thing to do in that situation, Edward, is to be like, please don't get offended. I'm sorry if it offends you, but, like, I can't tell. I'm asexual.
And also,
that's nice.
There's a YouTube video out.
That's nice. Yes, YouTube video. My link mine.
That perfectly sums up asexual, like how people feel about it, and it's Anthony Padilla's video. And our favorite YouTuber, Shelby, is in it. We love Shelby. We stand here.
This is
But also, like, I'm sure, like, there's a lot of hate for asexuals.
Oh,
in the community.
asexuals are one of the And I say
Yeah,
I would
like-
say next to trans, asexuals get it the worst.
Yeah. And also bisexuals do, because everyone's like, pick a side. Pick
Oh
a
my
side.
god. Hence before we have the bisexual anthem song.
And as someone who is bisexual and demisexual, I'm like, I'm here. Like,
I'm just here, let me live.
let me live my best life.
By the way, for
loving
any of you coming
70%
late,
of men, 30% of females. Like,
by the way, for any of you who are late, I know my voice may sound weird, and YouTube's not always going to agree with me here. This is going to be raw and unedited on YouTube, but here is my YouTube channel for anyone wanting to watch the full VOD of this, besides on Twitch, because not everything was played.
60 days on my stream.
Yeah, because
On my
you could either watch it on here, the VOD's on here, or for those who are subscribed to my YouTube channel, on there, because I will be posting them there, and then depending on how these go, if you guys enjoy this, we may do our own YouTube channel, and I'll just re-upload the episodes. Because we had it both ways, just in case Twitch happened to take one down, we have it somewhere else. I don't know why they would take it down, but you know what, as I was getting into, well, they may, and this is getting into a topic. I've noticed for a lot of streamers that use the LGBTQIA plus tag, they are the ones with usually the least amount of viewers. Whether there's new starting out or not, should make a difference. Because, you know, you should be able to find things based on the tags you use on Twitch. But, like, I've noticed a lot of LGBTQ streamers are the ones that have almost no viewers constantly. Like, their crap's never recommended. So, like, if you're looking under, like, a certain game or something, they're hardly recommended. Period. And it's, like, so rude. Like, to find Jenna's stream, I was sitting there scrolling through League of Legends, and, like, I was like, you know, I'm ready to look for LGBTQ people because I don't see a lot of them. And it's like, I had to scroll, like, halfway down. Yeah, you guys are, like, at the bottom of the page, and I'm just like, why, though? Like, that's kind of rude. That's almost like being literally LGBT-phobic. Like, that's not true. And it's like, even on YouTube had this thing, and I don't know where I saw this. Literally, we're saying they were going to start, YouTube made the rule. I know it goes by the number of viewers, but it's like it's still rude. I would see if you're using tags. No, Edward, I know it goes by views, but the reason I'm saying that is because...
It's not true, Eddie. Because I was looking through streamers yesterday for Animal Crossing, and it was like, it started out high, and then it went low, and then it went high.
Yeah, it varies, actually.
Yeah, they changed it now.
But the thing is, the reason I say that, even if it goes by viewers, is, like, they're using a tag. Like, it should be those who are using certain tags, like, whether or not they be at the top of their person's list or whatever. Like, if you see somebody, like, how they tell you it's yours. It's like, if you watch a lot of LGBTQIA plus streams, then that's what we're going to recommend you. I watch a lot of those streams, because, like, I watch people like Luminum, EVA, Rami, Hashi, like, all these people that are LGBTQ plus, but I get recommended more people that are straight than I get recommended LGBTQIA plus members. And I'm like, why? Why you lying? And that's the thing with, like, platforms like YouTube even. YouTube had this thing where it's like, because of the coronavirus and things like that, we may remove certain videos. 90% of the videos they removed so far have been from LGBTQ plus people. Or, like, TikTok is a major social platform, and a lot of the people I follow keep getting told that their videos are getting taken down for doing nothing wrong. Like, they could be following guidelines perfectly. You can follow guidelines perfectly, but just because you're LGBTQ+, your video is getting taken down. You could do nothing wrong, but your video is taken down because you're gay, or you're trans, or whatever. Like, I want to talk to every social media, like, person and be like, why? Why are you homophobic? Do you need to be enlightened? How do y'all feel about certain bisexuals saying they're half gay? Well, I was saying this about Luna in a way, because, like, I told Luna to do lesbian because she was, like, half of it.
I'm not half lesbian.
I know, you're 30%, but you know, you didn't tell me your percentages. Shush.
So we said that a lot of bisexuals divide themselves up into percentages. So maybe they are 50%. Some might be, like me, 70-30. Some might be 80-20 or 90%
10.
10 or 65-35. I can't math. But, like, actually, I did that perfectly. We did it. It just depends on the person. Like, a lot of my IRL friends in high school, we were all 70-30. We were all in that zone where we were more attracted to guys and we were 30% attracted to females.
Okay.
We all fit that category.
Okay, Danny, let me ask you this. This is your question. What do you identify as bi? What's your percentages? What do you say about yourself? Like, what do you say about
I was a phone
yourself?
call from someone.
I see it this way. If you identify as such, then that's what you are. It's all about how you feel. Exactly! It depends on the day. Okay, for you, it depends on the day. Okay, Danny, well, let's say it's a day you're 50-50, okay? You're fully equally into both men and women. Or non-gendered or whatever. Into the community. Both ways. So, you saying you're half gay isn't wrong. Because in a way, you are. Because, like, that's the thing. I get asked about this a lot. Because, like, I thought at one point I was bi. And that's what I went by. So a lot of people ask me, like, so you're half gay? And I'm like, yeah, I guess you could say that. In a way. Because, like I said, like Jenna even said, it's all about how you feel. So, like, you depending on the day, it's about how you feel. One day you could feel like you want, like, one girlfriend, one boyfriend, or whatever. And something like that. You know, you feel 50-50 on them both. Or let's say the next day you feel like you're more into men that day. Because you've seen a lot of attractive guys over attractive women. That's you. It's about how you feel. Nobody has the right to tell you just because you're bisexual, you're half gay. That's not true, because it depends on the percentages. Because like Luna said, somebody could go up to her and be like, you're half gay because you're bisexual. No, that's not true. She's more attracted to guys than she is women.
Yep.
Like, you don't get that right. That is almost like depriding somebody. The way I'm going to see that, saying they're half gays, if it's a bisexual saying it, Litos, if it is a bisexual saying they're half gay, then that's okay, because they're a part of the community. You know, it's how they feel. But if it's somebody else telling you it that's outside of the community, that's depriding. And that's not okay. That's disrespectful, rude, and that shit needs to disappear real quick. Because, like, and I know this is going to get way off topic here, and Luna, you could even agree with me on this one. Maybe even Jenna or Danny, even. Whoever's here could agree on this. One of the best world problems I get, and I love this, because a lot of the issues, a lot of homophobic problems go back to the president somehow. And I don't know if you guys noticed that. Like, everyone assumes some of the presidents. What if I say I'm half bi because I'm straight? If you sexually attract to both men and women, Litos, then you would be bi, but saying you're half bi because you're straight would be a different thing. That would kind of be depressing.
Litos just likes to be a jokester.
I know he's joking, but like to really answer that question, that's almost like I would say depriding in my opinion. That's like depriding because you said you're straight and then you're saying you're also half bi, and I'm like, nope, depride, nope. But like,
I can also say that Litos just appreciates the male body on occasion.
Yeah, at that point.
Right, Litos? I don't know if he's still here, but...
He probably left. I don't see his Twitch on there. But, like, getting back to this, a lot of people assume some of the presidents are gay or have scandals because all these scandals come out. Is basically straight. That... Depride. Anyone who says that, depriding. And honestly, I'm about... Somebody can agree with me on this. This is gonna get me in trouble with a lot of people, but I don't care. Well, at least they're super hot like Thor. No, Litos is still here. Litos, don't you have to be somewhere?
Don't you have your date with your girlfriend?
Okay, no, yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna get in trouble for this when I say these words. But I know a lot of people that agree. I'm a war cry this. People who depride or like to out other people just to be an asshole, I will turn to you when you did to us for the F slur and burn you at the stake. We'll have damn payback. Because I've heard that throughout the community. I've heard some people say they're like starting to like wanting to bring back the old ways, but turn it on straight people. Like, it's a joke, of course, for them, but it's like, in a way, I'm almost to that point. Like, maybe we should, just so they can see how it feels. I mean, I know that's taking someone's life, and it's rude, but I mean, not really burn them at the stake. I mean, like, place a fire beside them. Place a fire, like, 5 feet beside them and let them get scared, and then you can know how we feel. Like, this is what we had to suffer through. Does it terrify you? Oh, it does? Then shut the hell up about depriving us. But, like, world peace could be solved if everyone just stopped. But that's wrong. Then we're the bad guys. They're completely going against what we've been fighting for decades. Yeah, there's that too. But that's why I changed it. Don't actually, like, burn them at the stake. Because just place the fire a few feet away to where it won't burn them. Because it'll at least scare them. Use it as a scare tactic. No, I'm saying the ones who depride. I said the ones who depride, thank you. Because those are the ones who do most wrong.
Yeah.
That cause the most problems for us. Those who depride are out people, because that's just being an asshole. You don't get that right. Like I said, I know I'm gonna get in trouble for saying that, but it's like, that's just an opinion that ran through my head, so I said it.
Okay, so, junior year of high school,
Mm-hmm.
I was technically almost like this guy and I were flirting and everything.
Exactly, I agree with you, Edward. Those who depride, or like to say somebody's not gay or bi or whatever, or like outs them for being it, they're just scared because let's be honest, they're secretly a part of the community.
Yeah.
Like, let's be honest, if you choose to depride somebody, you're just scared to come out yourself. If you want to out somebody else because they're gay, you're just scared to do it yourself.
Okay, so this guy, we met at my family's, it was St. Patrick's Day celebration because he's my cousin's wife's sister's son. And I'm also, remember, I'm adopted, so, but my family wanted us to date. I don't know why. They just thought it'd be cute or whatever. I don't know. Nasty fuckers. And so we would talk a lot. I'd go to his work and like talk to him a little bit. And then, this was in May, my friend at the time said it to me, and the girl who's going to become my girlfriend said, "You guys would make a really cute couple. Why don't you date?" And we did. And because also we wanted to prove to someone that she didn't own me because she thought that she did. So we did that. And then when I posted it on my Snap story, like, really happy right now, like, I forget the day that it was. It's probably May 10th or something. I don't remember.
Leave it till later to
May
forget dates.
4th or something. It was sometime in May. And he messaged me, "Oh, so what happened?" I'm like, "Oh, I got a girlfriend." He's like, "Oh, lesbian." And then he kept calling me a lesbian. I'm like, "I'm not a lesbian. I'm bisexual. There is a difference." And he just kept calling me a lesbian. I'm like, "You asshole."
Yeah, like, that's the thing. And like I said, most people who like to sit here and call somebody a member of the community or out them for that crap, they're secretly a part of the community. There's no other difference about it. That's really ignorant and rude. And like I said, they're just secretly a part of the community. So they're outing somebody else so that way they don't get outed. They're just trying to hide the fact that they're a part of the community. That's why they blame somebody else. It's just like, that's just why I've literally seen this happen.
100% lesbian.
Yeah, I mean, technically that would be her percentages. She's 70% straight, 30% lesbian.
Yeah.
But no, I have seen this happen. There's a group of
100%
kids.
demisexual.
For God's sake, I've seen this happen, and I don't know how certain people are going to feel about this, but the other day at my school, before I got pulled out, when I went, these kids were, like, playing this game out in the courtyard early in the morning, because we would sit out in the courtyard, and they literally, and the funny thing is, the guy who did this, there was a guy in the center, like, spinning around his friends, and from what I heard, some of his friends were LGBT, and supposedly he was, too. Here comes the funny part. they were sitting there talking and everything, and like he was like sitting here, they were talking, and apparently he got mad at one of his friends. He literally pointed at them and goes and yells, "She's a lesbian." What? Like, why of all random times are you gonna just point to somebody and be like, they're a lesbian, or they're gay, they're trans? Like, okay. And one, you don't get the right to do so. That's rude. You're practically depriving and outing in the same go round. Two, that just makes you seem like an asshole and you're scared to come at your fucking self. And three, you really think people don't care? Most of the time nowadays, people don't give two shits in a way because of like pandemics and shit like that. Like, we just try to live our damn lives. Leave us the fuck alone. Things are set in stone. They're not going to change. You can sign whatever petition. You can do what you please. But some things just aren't going to change. Get over it. Like, I don't see why that's so hard to get through people's heads. Just get the fuck over certain things, and the world would be a much better place. Like, don't you guys agree? Honestly? And I think Luna's mic died.
No? I'm here.
I asked a question, you don't even answer. Nice, Luna.
I said yep.
You didn't.
Jesus.
It didn't play through Discord. Fight
Well,
me.
Discord's an asshole.
Discord's been having problems all day. Oh wait, I forgot to post a new e-server again. I just realized that. My stupid ass. This is the server we do
Go
queer
through
talk
Discord,
on.
but it went through the Twitch.
I heard her.
Sneeze.
Oh, I didn't hear it, Edward. It didn't play through for me. But this is the Discord we do e-talk in. That's why the thing's called spelled with 2 Y's, because it's our joke for our server. Danny, if you want to know about that joke, somebody ask Danny, because Danny can do it better. Considering Mike likes to forget the E of her name. I mean, Danny's not going to probably come back to the server, but that's on her. She does still have a right. You're welcome to join. Like, everyone has their rights to join. Feel free. You know, we accept everybody here. Because, like, I honestly do feel like that some people say, sometimes the LGBT community is not inclusive. And it's usually towards each other. Like,
Yeah.
two gays can, like, not like each other, and then all of a sudden you got homophobic remarks coming out, and everything else. And it's
There's
like,
a lot of backlash to trans and people who are asexual. That's the two categories that usually have the most backlash.
exactly. There's so much shade in the community.
People get mad at bisexuals for liking both genders.
Exactly. Like, from what I heard, Jenna, from what I know of the trans community, you guys, oh my god, you guys get so much hate. Because it's like, you get the questions asked, and I'm pretty sure you've heard these, like, why did you do it? You're still considered this, or things like that. And I'm just like, that's their choice. You
Jenna,
don't technically...
if you don't mind me asking, like, is there any backlash in the community of people who don't, like, go through the surgery, or people who do go through the surgery? Is there backlash between that? Because that's what I'm curious about. And we go quiet.
Well, because we're waiting.
And we're waiting.
In the community, yes.
Alright.
Yeah.
That's what I'm curious about.
Yeah, because I would say in every community there's backlash. Like, you've got gays hating on gays, you've got bis hating bis. Like, people are not gonna like each other, okay? You can't force everyone to like each other.
We can all team up and hate allies.
Shh! Stop! They're still somewhat inclusive, but, like, I just don't consider them part of it. Like, if you choose to consider ally a part of the LGBT community, that's good. I just don't. Don't hate on me for that. That is my opinion. Because, like, as I'm saying, technically that should just be you being a good person, saying you support us. That doesn't mean you're a part of our community. Like, don't come up in here saying you support us, you're an ally and everything, and then coming in here trying to act queer and crap like that. Like, no. You don't get that right. That's insulting. The amount of times I have heard people say they're an ally and then tried to like imitate a gay person like James Charles or something. And the reason I'm using them is because they're like two of the biggest gay icons. Like the amount of people I've heard try to do Jeffree Star's impressions, or that's cool. Or like people like try to do Jeffree Star impressions or James Charles impressions and things like that. Like that's insulting to us. Like that's insulting. Or like, I'm sorry, I haven't even heard this done to a trans person. I think I was watching this one trans streamer one time. I don't remember if I followed it or not. But like she goes by she. She was sitting there talking at some things, like to a friend of hers in Discord or somebody she thought was her friend. And like, you know, she still kind of had that voice where she sounded male in a way, almost like she was still a male, like she still had the voice. Because you know it's kind of hard to have your voice change, and Jenna may be able to speak on that. But like, you know, her friend, her supposed friend, literally sat there the whole stream, imitating her voice. Like every time she would make a call out, he'd literally say it in like a more manly voice, trying to imitate her. And I'm like, no, you don't. That's rude. I literally messaged her and I was like, honey, between you and me, I think you need to kick your friend because that's rude. Like you shouldn't, especially somebody who's trans, you shouldn't try to imitate their voice. It is. Trying to imitate somebody is like the dumbest thing. Because like if you're gonna imitate us, you might as well steal our DNA and clone us.
Yes.
If you're that obsessed with us. Like it's so rude. Like Jenna's pronouns are she, her. I wouldn't be surprised if I was listening to her stream one day and like she's playing a game of voice chat and somebody tried to do a male voice and say that's her. You obsessed by Mariah Carey. Exactly. Why are you so obsessed with me?
We do have a, like, we looked up,
We were looking up LGBT songs.
So, our opening song is,
I'm coming out by Christina Ross.
yes.
Right?
And
Wait, let me make sure I have that right. I'm checking Discord. Give me a second. Luna, keep talking while I look for the songs.
And then our ending song is Queen, Don't Stop Me Now.
No, wait. We had that back. No, wait. Yeah. Diana Ross says I'm coming out. Why did I say Christina Ross?
Opening.
Is it asexual if I date my clown? They literally have me. I know. But see, that's the thing. I wanna save this because I feel like Riot targets my account sometimes because I'm gay. Like the other day, I reported somebody for using the F slur, and then all of a sudden, like the game after, I like didn't say anything or whatever. Like I don't remember the game after, but like all of a sudden after that game, I get a report saying my account was suspended for certain things said, and it was supposedly saying the F slur and things like that. And I'm like, first of all, Riot, the only ones who are allowed to use that word, the F slur, but I'm not saying it because I still find it derogatory, just like using the TR word for trans, that some people like to call trans people. It shouldn't be said, but like we're the only ones who have those rights to use that word. So like the fact that you even did that is homophobic off the back. Because it's like, you can report people like that and say it's transphobic or things like that, and they do nothing about it. Like, there's no punishment for that person. Like, there should be. Especially if they continuously do it. Like, it's so stupid. Damn right, it's targeting us too. They're targeting everybody. I swear major gaming companies target people. Because it's like, report people if you have any issues. And then it's like when you're facing major issues because of your sexuality, it's like they do nothing about it. They're like, oh, there's nothing we can do about that. It's your game. Yes, you can. That's the whole reason for the damn report button.
I'm really hoping Twitch acknowledges our report that we did a while ago.
They need to. The fact that nothing's been done yet.
I want an email saying we have
suspended this account because of homophobia or whatever.
Yes.
Like, Thank you. We deserved it. And that's the thing, if I see people, like, there was one stream I was watching, and Luna watched the same thing because I shared it to Luna. And, like, we sat here, we were watching the stream, and I asked in chat, what part of the LGBTQIA plus community are you a part of? Because, you know, I was curious. I was trying to bond with the creator. He literally looks up and goes, oh, I'm not a part of the community. I just have it on here because it'll get me more viewers. Excuse me, what? You're only on here because of more viewers? I think not.
If anything, having that tag actually drops your viewers because Twitch hates us.
Caitlin, can I talk to you about that later? Because you DM'd me. Like, after I shower. You can message me on Twitch and that.
Confused. Stop dying.
Excuse me for a minute. Dying over here from coughing on water.
34 on talk shows right now? Wow.
Wait, seriously? Why are we dying over here? Can we not?
Choking on too much.
Luna! Unlike you, I am still my Virgo virgin self. You want to play that game? I'm sorry. I'm like, our nickname for me is the Queen of Petty. Low-key. But like, see, I like this. I'm gonna be honest. I enjoy doing this with you guys. And Jenna, I thank you for actually stopping by. And I'm kind of glad I mentioned it to you because of the way I saw your tag. I was like, maybe I'll mention the stream. Just in case, like, you had questions or anything or want our opinions on it. Because it's always nice to hear other people's, like, opinions and everything else. And it's getting fun to interact with the community. Because, like, there's so many in the... Like, the other day, a person we shall not name was asking about us before we, like, we're not friends anymore. Was asking the other day a sexuality question, and that's what started this whole thing, because we were talking about sexuality. And we were sitting there trying to explain sexualities and opinions and things like that. Yeah, we did, Sully. We reported him just because his exact words on stream were, I'm only using the tag because I want more viewers. And that's depriding. That's literally depriding all LGBTQIA plus members. Because that is kind of depriding, but it's also queer baiting, which is a problem we have constantly. But there are people, and drag queens. Yeah, depriding and misleading. Jenna can probably go with this one. Drag queens getting freaking, like, transphobic comments the most. Or, like, most of them saying crap about trans people. Allies, to me, I'm gonna be honest with you, Danny. My opinion on allies using the tag, to me, seems a bit misleading, because I don't consider them. Some people do consider them a part of the community, others do not. It all depends on everyone's people. Exactly! Like, a lot of people say drag queens shouldn't exist because they feel like, and I've heard trans people say this, because they feel like they're depriding them and things like that. And I'm like, technically, no, drag's been around before, like, you technically being trans was a thing. I mean, I don't care if you put the thing. I'm not gonna report you because you put it in there and you say you're an ally. But, like, the reason I reported that one guy is because he literally just said the words, I want more viewers. Yeah, and when somebody goes back and watches the VOD of this, if they followed you that day, they're gonna unfollow real quick. I mean, I don't mind it. Me, I don't see allies as a part of the community because, you know, I should just think you say you're an ally just means you're a good person. Because a lot of people, and I've experienced this, a lot of people who've told me they're allies of the community literally go around and then queer bait right after and try to say, like, oh, I'm gay and this and that. Exactly. It's just supposed to be entertaining. And, like, what you can do with makeup.
Like, have you,
I don't remember his Twitch.
have you ever, like, the Try Guys, like, they tried drag, and it was beautiful. Like, that's how I was introduced to it mostly, because I was sheltered as a kid. And I, like, and Eugene, like, he recently came out as gay, and I don't know if I even watched the video, because, like, I don't even know what I was doing at the time.
Luda, calm down.
But, like, in his, like, they went on tour and everything over the summer, and his whole show was a drag show, and, like, he entertained and everything, and, like, it was beautiful.
Yeah, like, it's just meant to be entertainment and, like, to show off what you can do with makeup. And that's another issue, like, LGBT members have. Like, if you're a guy, especially, and you put on makeup, like, even if you're a straight guy, I'm sorry, like, yeah, I hate on streets and crap, and I find it depriving sometimes. Because when they put on makeup, or, like, paint their nails and whatever, they like to sit there and go queer bait and act like they're gay and crap, but they're not. But it's like, it's okay for a guy to put on makeup. Literally, where on a makeup case do you see it say, only for women? Like, what? What do you see on high heels or things like that say only for women? Like, what is wrong with a guy wearing those things?
Men were the first people to wear heels.
Technically, for rulers, Egyptian, Nordic, I believe it's Nordic. Nordic may be actually wrong. Egyptian, I think, wore heels. Were one of the first to wear heels. Romans, and there was like a third. I think it was 3. I remember reading this somewhere. It was like Egyptians, Romans, and like I think Nordic was the third one. But they're like kings or whatever, or their gods wore heels.
Also, in Egyptian culture, everyone was pictured with eyeliners.
Exactly. Everyone had eyeliner on, so it's like men wear makeup when being filmed or on stage is a good argument. No, not really. Because what I'm meaning, that could be an argument there, here and there, Edward, but it just depends. But technically, I would say it's not. Yeah, Egypt especially. All men wore makeup in Egypt. That was like their thing.
Was used to protect eyes from sunlight, so it had it had a purpose as well.
Asia may have been the other one I was thinking of, actually, Jenna. You were saying, I'm sorry.
Yeah, like, it had a purpose, like, to protect the eyes from sunlight and the harsh rays, but it was also, like, a style thing.
Exactly, but it's like, and Edward, your thing where being filmed or on stage, yeah, in a way, people who are, like, actors and things, or performers, are kind of, like, expected to wear makeup, in a way. And a lot of people get self-conscious about makeup. Bye. Have fun with the movie. Let me know how it is, because I may not be there. I mean, it's Tangled, or whatever it is. Message me what it is, Kai.
Yeah,
like,
I've seen Tangled too many times, if it is Tangled.
But, like, okay, as I was saying, like, in an everyday situation, like, people are kind of expected it to be performance and crap to wear makeup, and which makeup is usually seen as a thing to hide how you actually look, because you're self-conscious and whatnot. But that's not true. You could wear makeup just because, hell, you're like, hey, I want to paint over my face, but I'm too lazy to go get face paint. Well, guess what? Makeup is technically face paint. You want to be honest. Like, there's a guy I follow on TikTok who literally uses makeup and has done, like, cosplays. Like, cosplay in general. You do makeup for cosplay. Like, this guy literally turned himself to Navi from Legend of Zelda with makeup. Like, it's an everyday thing. Anyone can wear it at any time. Just like any guy, anybody can walk out in heels whenever they please. Like, there's no label on that says specifically for women. Like, what? If you could show me where on a pair of high heels or on a makeup case it could say specifically for women, then I will post, whether I'm a public figure or not, to the community that we should not be wearing makeup. guys should not be wearing makeup. Until then, shut the hell up and leave people alone. Let them wear or look how they want to look. Like, it's a thing. And, like, I know, and this also goes for, like, the trans community, because I know a lot of, like, women who go from, like, female to male who want to look like guys and crap, and then they want to put on makeup to make themselves look more like a guy. They get hated on for that, because somebody can tell they're wearing makeup, and they're just like, they use the T word that trans people don't like, and it's, like, disgusting. I get disgusted by it. I'm just like, somebody should hit you. Somebody should do something about you. Or needs to educate you some way or another. Like, why? Like, what's the point? Just because that person wore makeup to work more like the gender they feel like? And you're gonna be rude to them about it? Like, that's not okay. Because it's almost like saying, you know, you're only saying that because of their sexuality. In a way. And it's just rude.
Yeah. Why I yawned?
I think we're just tired, but we're having too much fun talking to everybody.
Yeah, because, like, I was like, I'm gonna go stream Stardew Valley.
And then we just started talking with, like, Jenna and, like, the rest of you guys, and it's fine. Like, if they're not hitting... Exactly, that's my issue. That's why I always tell people who ask me, like, when I, like, you know, because, like, around my school, I used to say I was gay or bi or whatever. Like, what I felt like I was. And it's like, there's just, like, people would sometimes come up to me and be like, how do you do that? How do you, like, publicly do that? And I'm just like, I just don't give a shit of what people say. They want to make fun of me, go right ahead. It's them depriding, and they're the assholes for it. It's them depriding, outing me, whatever. They're the assholes for it, not me. I'm not, like I said, where is it your business? If you are not involved in, like, my relationship or my personal life, then it's none of your fucking business. You have no say. It doesn't bother you. It doesn't affect you. Oh, that's an announcement for the movie night. What is it? Surprise movie.
What was a surprise?
Of course it's a surprise. I'm Tangled.
No, in the mood. Like, I'm highly in the mood to watch a Marvel movie.
We're getting off topic. Back to sexuality. Talk about the movie later.
Oh,
They just look stupid for talking shit about all of the things.
went live.
Wait, what?
Shelby went live with Overwatch.
Oh. I thought you said she checked our live and I was like, oh, shit.
Oh no.
I was like, oh, we may be getting in trouble real quick. In the podcast? No. Maybe, actually. Unless you guys have any more questions or, like, anything else you want to ask us. Because we've pretty much just been talking back and forth. If anyone's got any other questions, then we can end it up here. I mean, we have currently been going for over 2 hours, but this has just gotten fun.
Yeah, but I will continue streaming because I'm going to play some Stardew Valley.
Yeah,
so.
she's going to end this stream and pretty much restart stream if anyone's interested in Stardew.
Because I have to change all my tags. I have to take it off mature.
Yeah, she's got to redo her whole Twitch.
Yeah.
Because she's technically a PG streamer. If you want more non-PG things and, like, want to ask me questions...
Actually, I'm technically a PG-13 streamer.
I'm going to put... My Twitch should be in here from where... Actually, I'll just comment something, but, like, my Twitch is here. I usually would talk about opinions or things. Alright, good night, Jenna.
I'm also gonna go follow you.
I mean, if you would like, Jenna, like we said, if you want to be on the next episode, I mean, you could message one of us on Discord or whatever, or message me on Twitch, message one of us on Twitch even, and we can figure out a way to do that once we figure out what the topic's going to be. But of course, because like we said, we love hearing people's like opinions and thoughts on the community and everything.
Also, my emotes will be up soon for those of you who are subscribed. Because I'm just waiting for the email from Tat, because she had problems doing my eyebrows.
Alright. Well, good night. I hope you sleep well. And don't let transphobia come at you. You are accepted and loved.
For all my tier 1 subscribers, they will get the Luna Trash emote, so you can just go spread
Stop!
everywhere.
Every time I hear that, it makes me cringe because I'm just like, you're not trash.
One of my future emotes I want is me, like the character, holding up an ace flag and the bi flag. So like I think that'd be cute, and it'd be perfect for the podcast.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so if anyone else who's watching doesn't have any more questions, then I guess we can probably wrap things up here. So just
I'll play the outro song.
Yeah, we'll just play outro
start.
while anybody has questions. You can just send them through. I mean, you have like 6 viewers. I don't know who's all still here. Wait, let me refresh. I don't want to refresh Twitch again. Never mind. I'll get an ad. And then I have to block it out on YouTube. But yeah, this will be up on my YouTube, Twitch, and everything else. This will be not on my Twitch. Why did I say my Twitch? Hello, dumbass. It will be up on my YouTube channel for anyone who missed the beginning or wants to see certain pieces of it.
Good time, having a good time.
So, be sure to check.
Honestly, I love Queen so
yeah.
much.
Oh, this won't be problematic when it goes to YouTube. Oh, you do have it playing. Okay. It's just not, it may not be playing on my end. I don't know, because I have your stream muted. So that's fine. So, like I said, just anyone can check out anything. But we good on questions? Is everyone good? Edward, do you have anything else you want to add? Because you've been active with questions here. Or, like, certain comments that we can talk on. Okay, that's fine. Alright, then, we're going to end everything here. Again, I'm sorry there were only 2 of us, that we didn't get much. We gave our best opinions that we could. Like we said, this is our opinions. If you don't like it, you don't have to watch us, to be honest. There are technically 4 of us. Or, excuse me, I said that wrong. 3 of us that do this, but Rosie couldn't be here today because of her family and everything. And even if Rosie does, I'm just going to say this for future reference. Rosie may not always talk. We will probably read her messages, but most of the time you will definitely hear me or Luna. Unless, of course, one of us are sick and can't speak for the day. Then if that's the case...
We'll try to do this like as a weekly thing,
Yeah.
which will probably be Mondays.
Yeah.
We'll try to do it like every Monday, either starting around 4 Central or 6 Central. Somewhere in that time, I think, will be best.
Yeah, between 4 to 6 Central, I would say look out for it. So thank you guys
And
all.
we'll probably do an hour or 2 hour long podcast. This one was our first one, so we weren't
sure about how long we wanted to do things.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is Monday. Same,
I
but Corona's
also-
fucking everybody, so...
Yeah. I have finished my first semester, not first semester, my sophomore year of college, so...
I
have only a week break until I get back into college.
So, thank you guys. I'm gonna be sure to say, again, I'll post my YouTube if I still have a copy and paste it. No, I have the freaking No E Discord. I'll post the No E Discord one more time in here. And my YouTube, just to be safe. But you guys feel free to subscribe, join, whatever. You know, all the basic social media BS. Because I'm not about to go through this again. Which I do have permission from Luna to do so.
Yeah, and also when you promote anything on my Discord server, I have the promote yourself.
And another thing, if you want to mention us and share to us on Twitter, I'll post this hashtag in chat. This is the hashtag you use. If you're talking about our podcast and want us to see it, most likely, either add us, And I'll put out both.
Yeah, and have like any suggestions for topics. Like
This is on Twitter.
Nothing has to be LGBT themed. It can be anything.
Yeah, our things are not always going to be LGBT things. The podcast may be called Queer Talk, but we're just here to practically give our opinions. The reason.
Oh, you can't access it? Oh, can you view it? Or can you view it at all? Because I have it set up where everyone can view it, you just can't post. Yeah, only people that have the streamer rank can...
I did that comment wrong, but you know what? You understand the gist. There's my Twitter and Luna's. Feel free to comment, tag us and things, and whatever. On the video that goes up on my YouTube channel, I'll be sure to have everyone's links in below. So I think that actually sums up just about everything. The thing is, I was talking about the title for this. The title is called Queer Talk, and the reason being is because, like, we're a bunch of queers. We're, like, LGBT community. That's what it's practically supposed to mean. So, it's the LGBTQ+. Should I give Ev the streamer role? No. Just because they have a Twitch does not mean they automatically get the role. And also change your name. Change these to Wise, or I'll do it for you. Whichever you prefer. Take your pick. Yeah. One of us better.
Also, yeah, we don't like having E's.
We don't do E's, we don't do your sides, and we don't do threes. If it resembles an E, you're in trouble. But, like, again, follow us. Be sure to use hashtag Queer Talk and everything, and so we can see it, because me and Luna we're most active on Twitter. Well, I'm not most active on Twitter. Luna is. She tweets constantly. So, Luna will probably be able to let me know. And leave ideas. If you want to even privately message us on Discord if you have us added about a topic, feel free to do that as well. And then one of us can bring it up to the others on if we should discuss it. Right? Does that sum about everything up? And if she said something, I can't hear it because Discord's a bitch.
Also, movie night for Shelby got canceled.
Oh.
Because she's streaming now.
But does that sum about everything up? What I said? Alright, so until then, bye guys!